invite Vera. Vera tonight will talk to us about something that she's very passionate about, and this is communications. The title of Vera's speech, she's really tested me today in an ironic statement of communications, is Australia Loves Signs. So could you all please welcome Vera to the front? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Well, my speech is very, very connected to your speech, Ryan. It's also about communications, and mostly about visual communications. So tonight I will talk about signage, symbols, and messages that, by the way, are everywhere around Australia. Since I came here, I was quite impressed in a good way to see messages stick pretty much everywhere you go, from messages on ferry or messages on the streets, and also messages from individuals, a lot of passive-aggressive notes as well. So I'm the kind of person that I'm in the shower and I read the labels from shampoos and I read everything that I can see around. So I really, really enjoy reading those messages, and I will show a few examples here, things that I've seen in my 8 years here in Australia. So this type of human communication started 18,000 years ago, prehistorically, in the caves. Our ancestors used to carve symbols and messages in the caves, and it increases and increases with time. And the more developed we are as a country, as a society, the more signage we have, and I feel that Australia is one of the most developed countries in the world. As we all know, it's very organized and clean, and I'm pretty sure, and research also say that it's also because of those messages around. But I will show you a few examples tonight of things I've seen, and I don't want you to see yet. But I will start first with safety messages. I worked in the mining industry here in Australia for 4 years, and safety is paramount here in Australia. Everywhere you go, there is a concern about safety. And not only from a safety obvious perspective, but also it's about concerns of being persecuted. But anyway, I will show you one example of a safety sign that I saw in my first year here. You see a very young Vera here in the picture, but I thought it was pretty interesting. Was seen in Mackay. So, mangoes falling, park at your own risk.
Mangoes.
Mangoes. So exactly. So mangoes were falling. Was just beside a pub. Was heaps of mangoes trees, and obviously you have to be careful of the mangoes falling there. So it was a very interesting. Yes, in Mackay. So that's an example of a safety sign. I thought it was quite funny too. This one I saw in DY. So it's pretty obvious what it means. It's not a guy dancing here, it's just a slippery floor. So it's another example of a safety signage that you can see in Australia. And again, the water is quite shallow. So this is another example of safety sign you see here. This one that I think is extremely interesting, that is the concern, the mateship that Australia has, and the concern with other people, that a bench was broken and someone put a tape there. In my country, you wouldn't see that. If a bench is broken, a seat is broken, just be aware, just look at it, don't sit there. But that someone made the effort to put a tape there and kind of advise people to not sit there. It shows respect for other people. I think that's absolutely scientific. So another one is in the ferry. Probably all of you see all the time. If you see something, say something. That says it all. Again, I come from a society where there's layers of social classes. Some people are quiet, don't say. There's something happening beside you, you don't say something. Here, Australian society is very blunt and direct. And if you see something, say it. Don't let it happen. I thought, again, fantastic example of organization and communication, visual communication. So this is very interesting because this is a funny one, again, showing the Australian humorous way of living, and Australians use humor for everything. So I was walking mainly in January, mid-January, and I saw this sign in the school, gone surfing. School resumes Wednesday, 29th. How Sydney is that? Australia is that? Absolutely great. Again, there's the work signage, work hall. If I open this can of worms, work signage are everywhere. So I started with this month. I work at Sydney Water. As you know, I just work with guys pretty much. And there's a bathroom for girls, a bathroom for guys. Probably 99% of the employees are guys. And then I got inside the cubicle. Then there was this sign, "Gents, please use your own bathroom." Yes, this means you, hole. I can fax left hole, left the seat up. Another one, I'll be quick because I have tips here. This one, again, wouldn't work in my country. Please, in the kitchen, we all sing kitchen notes everywhere. Please consider your fellow workers when using this kitchen and clean up after yourself. There are no kitchen slaves who will do or should do it for you. In Brazil, we don't call them slaves, but anyway. So this is a quick one as well. I saw in a friend's building, my first day here in Australia. I was staying at a friend's place. And then I saw this in the notice board in the building. Can residents and their visitors please be more considerate of others in the building when screeching up the driveway? The incident this morning at around 6 a.m. was extremely inconsiderate and unacceptable. The people responsible either need to learn how to drive or get new tires for their vehicle. And I told this to my friend and she's like, yeah, it was Jack, her boyfriend. Well, I have other examples here which I'm probably taking too much time already. But I will show you the very last one, which shows the Australian made ship. I was in a barbecue and I saw this sign, ladies watch found here, and the number. So someone found the watch and made the effort to put signage around. So basically I just want to show you how messages are important, how visual communication is important, and you can say so many things and be respectful and organized, and how a society improves through these communications. Thank you very much.
Great job, Vera. I think that it really takes someone from a different culture to notice these